Not all world records are created equally, and this is most definitely the case when we look back on the 2016 Olympic Games. Now for this Olympics, we had many great athletes coming out and performing very well, but in the 400 meters, we had something happen that really shook the foundations of this event. For the 400 finals, Wout van Niekerk pulled off a massive world record, running a time of 43.03 seconds, a time that took down Michael Johnson's previous record that had stood since 1999. At 43.03, Van Niekerk took down Johnson's record by 0.15 seconds, which doesn't sound like a huge leap, but in the 400 meters at this level, this was a colossal world record. Since this time set back in 2016, no athlete has even gotten within 0.4 of a second of what Wout van Niekerk did back in the 2016 Olympics. And while this finishing time is absolutely stunning, something else was going on during this event that I didn't even realize until recently, and that's that Wout van Niekerk was carrying on the track one of the rarest accessory pieces in the world. If you look closely, Van Niekerk is wearing an orange watch on his wrist. Now, it's not terribly uncommon for an athlete to wear a timepiece while running on the track, but I can guarantee you that no other athlete had a timepiece like this. This is a Richard Mille 2702, and if you aren't familiar with the name Richard Mille, let me give you some education really quick. This watch is valued at over $100,000, and it was originally made for Rafael Nadal, but Richard Mille also supports Wout van Niekerk. At the time, this watch was worth anywhere from $100,000 up to about $250,000, making Van Niekerk's world record that much more legendary. Imagine setting a world record and carrying 6 figures on your wrist. This is next level running. This world record by itself is highly regarded as one of the best performances in track history. It was just so dominant and so impressively performed. But with a timepiece like this, it really deserves more attention because this is one of the coolest things in track history. Now, the very next season in 2017, Van Niekerk had his own Richard Mille customized, which you can see now costs about $260,000. So you could either buy this watch or 5 very nice cars. This watch also comes as a specialization to South Africa, which of course is Van Niekerk's home country, and he's also worn this watch since his performance in 2016. There have been a lot of world records set in track and field over the previous few decades that are most definitely worth remembering. However, this single watch on Van Niekerk's wrist really puts this world record into the next echelon of epic, because I highly doubt that any person has ever set a world record while carrying over $100,000 on their bodies. Now, it is worth mentioning that Mutaz Barshim from Qatar, the high jump legend and multiple Olympic champion, is the only other athlete in track to have a contract with Richard Mille. I'm not entirely sure the prices for his watches, but given Richard Mille's reputation, it's probably in the 6 figures. If you're like me, you're probably tempted to go online and check out Richard Mille's prices, and if you do, prepare yourselves for something very expensive. Honestly, this fact just makes Van Niekerk's world record that much more incredible, and if you all know anything else like this that has happened in track history, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.